right, let's talk about the future of dating. I'm diving into a company called Zocialized, and their whole concept makes swiping left or right feel like something out of the Stone Age. Honestly, this is a vision pulled straight from science fiction, and it might just completely change how we think about love.
So, just to give you a taste of how wild this gets, one of their main features is a ZID chip implant. Yeah, you heard me, a chip. Can you even imagine a dating service that is literally under your skin?
And it doesn't stop there, not by a long shot. They've also got something called a bond integrity monitor, which is designed to track the actual health of a connection in real time. We are so far beyond just messaging back and forth here.
And maybe the craziest, most futuristic part of the whole thing, emotional playback. The ability to actually go back and review the emotional vibe of your past conversations and dates. So, how on earth does any of this actually work? Let's get into it. Okay, so first thing to understand is that Socialized isn't just another app. According to their own documents, it's a full-on system designed to, and I quote, orchestrate relationships from the very beginning. The big idea is to move past random chance and into something they call relationship design. Now, at the absolute heart of this whole system is a seriously powerful AI engine they've named Match IQ. This is layer one, the analytical brain that drives every single move the platform makes. And Match IQ is exactly what it sounds like, the brains of the operation. It's an AI that's constantly processing just massive amounts of super personal data. But it's not just trying to see if you're compatible right now. It's trying to generate what they call predictive relationship trajectories. It's trying to map out your future. And the kind of data it's looking at? Wow. We're talking psychometric profiles, sure, and biometric data, of course. But it also tracks things like behavioral drift, tiny changes in your daily habits, and engagement pacing, which is basically the rhythm of how you communicate. It even tries to map out your love language and your biggest life goals, like whether you want a family or what you want your legacy to be. So what's the end game with all this data collection? Well, it's incredibly ambitious. The goal isn't just to find you a good match for Saturday night. It's literally to model and predict the entire emotional future of a relationship before it even really begins.
But here's where it gets really interesting. The AI is only half the story. Zocialized makes it super clear that there's a crucial human element that's meant to guide the tech, and that's where the matchmaker's portal comes into play.
See, this isn't just an algorithm running wild in a server somewhere. We're talking about real certified human matchmakers who use the system to help their clients, and they bring their own expertise to the table. Things an AI might miss, like the nuances of LGBTQ+ relationships or specific religious values. And these matchmakers get some seriously powerful tools to work with. Get this, they can actually manually override the AI's suggestions if their gut feeling or cultural understanding tells them something different. They can look at compatibility heat maps, simulate what a match might mean for a high-profile client, and yep, they can even access that emotional playback feature. So this all builds up to what the company calls its dual-core philosophy. It's this intentional mashup of the raw, analytical power of an AI with the nuanced, ethical wisdom that only a human can provide. Think of it like this. On one side, you've got Match IQ, the analytical core. It's just cold, hard data, crunching biometrics, behaviors, all of it. But then on the other side, you have the matchmaker's portal, which they call the ethical interface. That's where a person steps in with intuition and context to make sure every match is not just data-driven, but also dignified and, human. So why go to all this trouble? Well, the idea is that this hybrid system delivers some pretty unique benefits. They're aiming for incredible reliability by mixing AI precision with human gut checks. And at the same time, they're focused on being transparent, emotionally intelligent, and building up trust through really high ethical standards. There's this one line from their white paper that just really sums up the sheer scale of what they're trying to do. Zocialized isn't just matching people, it's modeling emotional futures. Just let that sink in. They don't see themselves as an introduction service. They see themselves as architects of your emotional life. When you put it all together, the vision is to create a totally new standard for relationship design. It's a fundamental shift away from romance being about luck or chance or serendipity and toward a future where our most important relationships are actively engineered to be successful and aligned with who we really are. Which, of course, leaves us with one heck of a question. As technology gets this deep into our personal lives, are we looking at the ultimate tool for creating human connection,
Or are we maybe watching the end of romance as we've always known it? Something to think about.